Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
Oh, what's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. And this is episode number 766. Had to peek. Couldn't remember. 766 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hi. Hello. How are you? We now return you to your regularly scheduled program already in progress. Thanks for being patient with us yesterday as we deviated from the normal plan. I know some of you that watch this show from other parts of the galaxy maybe didn't know what was going on yesterday. You maybe don't live in this city. Believe it or not, folks, those of you that maybe live in Houston or, followed me over from the radio, you've been around. You know there are people in this chat that don't know who Fred Faour was or, weren't familiar with the Blitz. So I feel like maybe we need to kind of explain what happened was. So yeah, we'll get into that. We'll explain it all here in just a sec, just a smidge. I'm still trying to get my stuff together. I do have a plan for the show today, believe it or not. So we'll get into quite a bit. I do have a rundown. I do have topics, believe it or not. I will say right off the rip, your boy has been in a fog. I couldn't tell you. BOD is worldwide. That's right, Joe Pro. We have viewers from across the pond. And what I mean by that is like there's a pond in my neighborhood and there's a guy that watches 2 streets over. No, we have viewers in Scotland and, various countries. Alabama. There's a lot of different, countries where people watch. So, it's, we're a worldwide organization. That's for damn sure. So let's see. I just noticed that an alert didn't go off. I don't know which alert. I had to turn all that shit off yesterday because I didn't want them all going off during the show. That would have been weird. Could you guys imagine, for those of you that are here, which I'm assuming we're kind of back to a normal crowd that's, the normal Barry on Deck viewership. I'm hoping that maybe, a couple of you might be new that were like, hey, let's go check out what this dumbass does. If not, that's cool. That wasn't the point of yesterday. But just in case there are some leftovers that were like, well, let's go see what this big guy with the crooked nose does. If you're new to Twitch or you're new to YouTube, there are ways to support the show and be a part of it. And you can sub and you can send bits and all this shit. And you'll see alerts and hear sounds and all kind of shit going off. And you'll get used to it. It's all just a part of the fun and excitement of a show like this streamed on the interwebs. But I turned all that off because could you guys imagine in the middle of a show like that with John McClane on, and he's like, well, Barry, when Freddie was 10 years old, and then be like, yo, thank you for the bits. John would be like, what is happening right now? So I was just like, man, we got to turn all that shit off. Let's just turn it all off. Now, I don't know if it's going to be fixed or, if I got everything working right. So I'll have to slowly kind of turn it all back on. In fact, what I did was I just for yesterday's show, I just carved out a whole new thing. I was like, I'm not even going to mess with the Barry on Deck stuff. I'll just make all new stuff for Fred and Fred's show. It's just easier that way than trying to change up what I do, because then going back would just be a nightmare. So, but yeah, I was very proud of yesterday's show. A lot of work, I will say. I'll give you let's talk origin story about how this whole thing went down. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, hey, what's up, Ray? Good to see you. My brother-in-law, Ray Lucio, in the building, watching over on YouTube. Aaron J. Bryan is there, as well as Uriel Villanueva. Donna, my sweetie, thank you for resubscribing for 23 months. Young lady, you're the best. A lot of other folks on Twitch. Hey, Perry, I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Joe Bro, let's talk about it. I do have a story regarding tech issues. So the way this all went down, right? The way that this kind of evolved. Thank you, Jet. I didn't know it had happened. I was just kind of chilling in the cut. You know, Friday is my day off. It's my admin day. And I was just hanging out, doing some work, trying to get some shit done, as I always do. And about the same time, I get a text message from Jerome and AJ. What's up, Fidel? I get a text message from Jerome and AJ, and both of them are just like, dude, Fred passed away. And I was like, what? And, you know, I'm having a conversation with AJ, and Jerome's just like, man, this one hurts, dude. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, bro, like, Fred made me who I am. And I was like, what? And I really had no idea how close Jerome and Fred were. This is crazy. I always thought that Jerome and AJ were like the close guy, like the better friends between the two, just because of the way they bantered back and forth and all that. I had no idea how far back Fred and Jerome went. And then Jerome started telling me the stories, and I was just like, oh my God, started telling me all the things that Fred had done for him in his career. And he's like, Barry, I'm not who I am today if it's not for Fred Faour. I mean, you heard him yesterday talking about being, you know, nominated for an AP award as one of the, you know, why does Twitch say offline? Oh, I just had to refresh. Okay, I'm about to freak out. I mean, you heard him talking yesterday. Just got nominated a top 10 AP columnist. Like, that's a pretty dope shit. First black columnist at the Chronicle. Like, he does some pretty badass things. Jerome's a very well-respected columnist, sports columnist around the country, not just, you know, here or whatever. So, and all that's thanks to Fred. So I had no idea just how much Fred meant to Jerome, you know? And I saw how much Jerome was hurting. I really did. And I was just like, oh, wow. And so when I saw that, I kind of, I don't know, you know, sometimes your spidey sense something told me you just need to pay attention for a second. And I just kind of, you know, I knew how close AJ was with him, and Fred and I were friends, but I wasn't nearly as close to him as Jerome was, and AJ was, and Dave was, and John, I started seeing it on Twitter because of course all of us run in the same circles, and I just started seeing the outpouring of emotion and the threads and I just thought, oh wow. Not only did I start to see how many lives that this man affected in such a positive way, but I was also kind of getting this sense that it was kind of disjointed where everybody was. Right. And I just was like, you know what? This man was such a central figure on the radio and just here, and everything kind of orbited in and around Fred in some way, shape, or form, but he was always here. And I just kind of felt like, and this is not in any way, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, this is not in any way a slight or meant to be a slight at the station, but I just didn't feel like ESPN 97.5 was going to be able to do a tribute or a memorial show that maybe, Freddie deserved, because there was really nobody left that really had that deep connection to Fred. And that's the truth. I mean, Joel's there and Joel knew Fred, but Joel and Fred weren't as close as Tepper and Fred, right? Or, there's, I know that Paul knew Fred and was cool and close, but he wasn't that close. You know what I mean? And Creighton's not there anymore, and him and Fred were real close. Jerry Bow wasn't there anymore, but Jerry Bow did a show, but again, it was just all this, everybody scattered, right? I know John and Lance did something in the morning and AJ called, but John and Lance were as close as like Jerome was to Fred. So it just all seemed so scattered, right? You had John McClain. It was like, man, I've known him since he was 10. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, I was just seeing it. I could just see this vision of everybody just had this way of like, man, everybody, I don't know. I was just like, I need to do this. You know what I mean? I knew I had the skills to pull it off. I knew I had a platform to be able to provide. I knew I could do it. And so I found out at about noon. And I think it was at about 5, like 5:45 on Friday, when I was like, I think I'm going to do a memorial show for Fred, for everybody. Didn't matter who, what, where. No one was excluded. Whether we had nobody was out of bounds. No one was excluded. So I just got to work. I got to work at 5:45 on a Friday to try to get what ended up being a 4-hour memorial show. It was supposed to be just kind of I just slotted this show's 3-hour window for Fred. I was just like, and that's what I told, I kind of was texting with Jong throughout the weekend, and AJ throughout the weekend, and Jerome throughout the weekend, and really Dave. I mean, honestly, this is no bullshit. At one point I had probably 25 text messages going at the same time. Conversations. No shit. Ask people. I texted Shock on accident, trying to text Michael Carroll. I was just texting the wrong people constantly. It was insane. But I was just like, I think this can happen. And I think I can pull this off. I think this can work. And so, I got a little insight from everybody. And I'll tell you what was cool was that the more that I worked on this, the more I felt like I got to know Fred. Like, I was around Fred, and I misspoke yesterday. I said I was on ESPN for 10 years. I was on for 7. I've been in the business for 10 or 11, but I was on ESPN for 7. But I've known Fred for that long. In fact, I've known Fred since 2013. But yeah, I felt like when I got done, when I hit go live yesterday at 1:50, I felt like I knew Fred better on Monday than I knew on Friday before I started working on this. Just because, I mean, I can't tell you how many pictures I went through, not just saved and downloaded. I'd have to go through and look, but I probably saved for the slideshows about 250 photos. So that'll tell you how many I went through. I think I have over 200 audio files Oh no, maybe not that many. And that might be an exaggeration. Let me stop lying. Yeah, I don't want to make this worse than it is. Maybe it felt like I had 200 audio files. How many do I have here? How many do the Michael Carroll? Very nice. Hey, Homo Astros fan, thank you for the 100 bits. I can't find it right now. Regardless, I went through a ton of audio. But it was just like, it was so cool, man. Everything that I asked for, people would get for me or find it for me, or, try and, man, just what a cool experience. It was a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. I think I averaged about 4 hours of sleep a night. I went to bed at 3 a.m. Friday night. I got up at 8. I had gigs Saturday night, but I worked all day Saturday until I left for my shows. Then got home and did a little bit of work after the shows, went to bed, got up, right back at it all day Sunday. Got 3 hours of sleep Sunday night. And then got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning, and got to work, man. But got it done. The only thing I didn't get, I never found a dickweed drop, and I was so mad about that. Oh, I was so pissed. Oh, my God. All I really wanted was a dickweed drop that I could just put in just every once in a while, just drop a dickweed in the middle of the show. But I couldn't find one. I asked Michael Carroll. He couldn't find one. And you would think, because Fred said it so much, we could have, but alas, it wasn't perfect. But I'm proud of what we put together. I'm proud of the finished product. I'm proud that we were even able to do it. And it was great. And I got to say, there's Aaron Raybold. Hey, man, Aaron, thank you for your assistance. Shout out to Aaron Raybold, who I wanted to put together. I didn't want to start the show at 2 and have a countdown like we do on this show. I wanted the countdown to lead up to 2 o'clock because I wanted to give us as much time as possible, right? So I started it at 1:50, but I thought I don't just want to have just like a screenshot. I wanted to have a slideshow. So I think we had like 3 slideshows. So that one was one, and I needed 10 minutes. And I thought, well, what could we do? I don't want to just pull in some random ass music. So I wanted to put together 10 minutes of Fred's favorite music. And so I kind of asked around, and everybody kind of pointed me to Aaron. And so I said, hey, man, can you just tell me some of Fred's favorite songs? And he sent them to me, and he told me. And then I noticed it was like Sunday night late. And I was just like, shit, I am just not going to have time to do this. And I was like, bro, because Aaron was like, if you need help, let me know. And I'm one of those guys where I'm like, I'll do it. I'll do it all. Don't worry. I just hate asking people for help. I do. I feel like it's a burden. Anytime I ask for somebody to help, I feel like I'm burdening them by asking for help. So I just don't want to be a burden. But I was just like, Aaron, dude, I hate to ask you this, but you know that list of songs you sent me? Could you just put together like 10 minutes worth of music that Fred would have loved for just like an intro, just a countdown to showtime? Because I'm going to throw a bunch of pictures of him with people and just in general over it as a kind of a countdown to get people ready for the show. He was like, yeah, no problem. I'll work on it in the morning. And sure enough, Monday came around and I sent him a link to upload it. Done. And I was like, oh my God. Because y'all, I shit you not. I was literally, I had my laptop right here, and I'm literally, as the countdown is I'm working on things as the countdown was going. That's how close it was to showtime. I used every single minute up to 2 o'clock. So shout out to Aaron, because we may not have had that 10-minute countdown. So got that done. And and then it went from there, and it was fantastic. And also shout out to Aaron for being patient. I cut his time because we went so long, but him and Matt were fantastic about it. Everybody was great. So that was kind of the origin story of the whole show, was, man, Jerome, it just broke my heart to see how sad he was. And then I just thought, yeah, we got to do this. We got to do this. And I appreciate everybody and all of y'all's kind words. Jared, ain't that the truth? Fucking AJ, I swear to God. Well, other than Fred dying, this was cool. Like, AJ gonna AJ. Yeah, thank you, Donna. I'm glad you enjoyed it and appreciated it. It was odd going through and seeing all these pictures of Fred, hearing his voice as I put together that greatest hits thing. Yeah, I would love to go through and just, hey, Miles, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I'd love to thank each and every one of you. And I don't know. Sometimes you just see a need for something and if you can do it, you do it. And that's kind of what it was. And I had told those guys because AJ was fussing at me. And I told everybody several times, look, this is not for me. I don't remember who I was telling this to, but and I think I might even, I don't remember. But this wasn't for me. Fred and I were friends. But again, I wasn't as close to Fred as Jerome and AJ and Jong and Dave and even Aaron, who worked with him every day, and Matt and like everybody that was on the show. I mean, Fred had an effect on my life. Fred would bring me in. He would give me advice. He was just a kind person to me. And when I got laid off from ESPN, he brought me in, had drinks, and said, listen, man, if I get things, I'm going to get you things. That's kind of how Fred was, as you guys saw. But it wasn't for me. I just had the opportunity to do it for a bunch of people that are my friends. And I just, that was it. And so that's why I was like, I don't even want to be on screen. I don't need to be on screen. I told AJ, just think of this as me giving you my bandwidth and the technology to bring everybody together. I want you guys I'll keep us on time and on track, but yeah, y'all, this is y'all's deal. Y'all lead the charge on this. And, so I think it went well. That I hope that everybody that was involved and that was close to Fred found it at least a little bit cathartic and was able to, find some solace in some of the memories and some of the kind things that were said. Amos said, I know a lot of that stuff because I've listened to 97.5 since it came on the air. Yeah, it goes way back, man. That's crazy. Okay, so if you've listened to this show for any length of time, then I'm pretty notorious for having technical problems, such as life. So honestly, going into yesterday, this had gotten built up so big, and I had no idea just how big it was going to get. I really didn't. I thought, maybe we'll have a few folks that maybe used to listen to the usual suspects that might come back in, or, maybe a couple of blitzers that never listened or didn't, maybe they didn't care for our show or had maybe never even heard of me, or maybe some old blitzers, or, just making a few scragglers here and there, or maybe just some old friends of Fred that may hear about it, or a buddy of Jerome's, or you know what I mean? I had no idea just how it would just slowly start to build. So the more I went, the more I was like, I started to feel pressure. Cause like from Friday at 5:45 to Saturday at 5:45, I was like, oh shit, this is getting out of hand. And if y'all know me, you also know that I can't do anything simple. Ask Shock, ask Jen. I do nothing simple. I do nothing basic. If I'm going to do something, if we're going to do something, it's going to be fucking top notch. It's got to be like great. It can't just be okay. That's why I was so pissed we didn't have better graphics. Oh, I wanted a show intro. I wanted to take a bunch of the old Blitz intros. I was so pissed because I had a Thursday and a Friday. And the Blitz is on. for a Monday. I didn't have that. And I had, for a Thursday, I had Friday, but I didn't have him saying Monday. And I was so mad because I wanted to craft a custom, and the Blitz is on a Monday with Fred doing the intro for yesterday's show, because I was going to cut it all up with the audio and kind of make a custom version of that. Didn't have time to do it. I had a lot of shit I wanted to do that I just didn't have time to do. But as we went, the bigger it got on social media, the more eyeballs that got on it, the more I started to realize, oh, this is becoming a bigger deal than I thought it would. And of course, the more I started adding to it, well, we'll do this, and then I'll do this, and then I'll shit. So it started getting more eyeballs, and I started having more ideas, and I was just like, what the fuck? What am I doing? So, of course, half of the pressure about this was caused by yours truly. But I wanted it to be great for his fans. I wanted it to be great for him. I wanted it to be great for, the Jeromes and Daves and Jongs and AJs and everybody that was really, really close to him. I know, I wanted it to be great for everybody that loved Fred and really appreciated him. And so I was super excited, man. And so it went well. I tell you, when I started really freaking out, I was like, Barrett Sports Media tweeted out. I was like, well, how in the hell did they find out about it? And I was just like, oh my God, this is not how is this happening? What's up? Yeah, babe. Hey man, can you say something badass for an edit? What do you want? What's up, Brandon Streeter? Thanks for the show yesterday. Fred was an awesome guy. He really was, man. My pleasure to do it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, by the way, for those of you that maybe didn't get to watch it, oh, it's spam. Yeah. No, I can't say anything for an edit. Not if it's spam. Let's see. I got it worked out with YouTube. So the show is up. However, you aren't going to be able to get the full show. I had to remove the initial 10-minute countdown. Because, oh shit, you know what? I still have the restrictions on too. That's my bad. I had to remove the 10-minute countdown, and I had to remove the slideshow, or the dust in the wind, just because all that stuff was copyrighted. So that said, you can still watch it. You just won't get the first, 13 minutes. It's the 10-minute countdown slideshow. It's the 3.5 minute dust in the wind slideshow. So you'll get everything else though from the moment those are finished. Now, if you're a Patreon member, and this is not me trying to get you to join my Patreon so that you can watch the Fred Faour tribute video, the last thing I want to do is make money off of this. Believe me, it is not why I did this. But if you're a Patreon member, if you're a huge deckhead, it is on Patreon and available for you. So go watch it. And you'll have the full unedited version because it's on Patreon. So ain't nobody going to hit me with a copyright protection. No, yeah, Bob, I'm not doing that. Kansas can suck a D. They got more run on that song solely because of Fred Faour. That is a fact, Aaron. Facts on facts on facts. All right, here is the YouTube video link. I'm putting it in both chats on YouTube and on Twitch. You can bookmark that. Go watch it later if you want to. Like I said, the only part you're not going to get is about the first 13.5 minutes, which is just the two intro slideshows. Why am I a L, bro? Like, just because I won't give you a bunch of no promo for me? Okay, bro. Sorry. All right. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Hey, what's up, Steven the Weather Guy? Everything okay, brother? I hope so, man. I hope so. All right, so let me tell you about the first scary moment during yesterday's show, and it was right at the beginning. Right? So yesterday, I'll tell you, you want to know what the hardest thing was, you guys? I shit you not. Oh, no. Oh, well, I hope she gets better, Steven. Big ups to her, man. I'll tell you, the scariest thing, or the hardest thing, honestly, was trying to figure out what order to go in. Because, like, when Jerome and I were kind of talking about it to begin with, he was like, I don't think you should do a one-on-one necessarily. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Like I said, I don't want to make this a interview. That's not what this is. I want to say, hey, here's a platform. Y'all talk about Fred. This was supposed to be a gathering spot for everybody to hang out and reminisce about Fred. That's what the beautiful thing about this was, you had a bunch of people that were really close with Fred and worked with him and had great stories, but you also had the chat. And so you guys had stories, and a lot of people that came and watched had stories. And so it was literally, I don't know how many people watched it yesterday or were here at one time. I wasn't even concerned about numbers or whatever, but it was just, I'm sure there was at least 100 or so people watching. And so it was just literally everybody got to hang out and tell their favorite Fred moment or favorite Fred story or all together. You know what I mean? So that was kind of the thing. I was like, I don't want this to be an interview. This is not a Barry on Deck show. This is not that. It's just a get together. So I want there to be multiple people on screen, and I want you to talk about it. So there you go. Yeah. So get after it. So, but trying to figure out who to pair up with who was difficult because, I'm thinking, all right, everybody did have some time constraint because I'd be like, well, Jung, how long could you spend on a 3-hour show? And he'd be like, well, I've got about an hour. I'd be like, okay, I got to turn this fan. I'm burning up. And I'd be like, well, Dave, how long can you spend? It's a 3-hour show. He'd be like, well, I can't do 3 hours, but I could do, let me know. And AJ was like, yeah, I can't do the whole show, but I could spend some, and Matt's like, I could do as much as you need after 4. And Eric Rabel's like, I'm good after 3. And Jerome's like, I can do it, but I got some, I can't after this. So I had all these guys who have these schedules, and John McClane's like, I'm good, but I really have so many stories. I probably, I'd really love to be able to just have some time since I've known him. I'd love to be able to tell these stories on my own. And I'm just like, shit, I shit you not. I sweated more and was more worried about the run of show and how to schedule this, how to put this together, what order to go in and all it. That was harder and took longer than any other part of this. The whole, slideshows and videos and all that other, I do that shit all the time. That was nothing. I mean, it takes forever to go through photos and, coordinate getting it all. And, hell, I think there was 14 people that sent in videos. So getting them and trying to get somebody like Joel to be able to upload a video. He actually did a good job, but yeah, it was a lot of that. But the hardest part was, okay, well, do I pair up Jerome with Dave? But then what about John McClane? Because he worked at the Chronicle with Jerome, and then, Dave is going to go with Jong. But then, okay, so Matt, is that Dave and Matt Dean, or is it Jong and Matt? And then, AJ is AJ with Dave, or is AJ with Jong? And I mean, like, oh shit. And then it just kind of all fell into place and worked out perfectly. So, really happy with the way it went. I thought John McClane kicked it off absolutely perfectly. having the general, who is just an absolute master storyteller, just an absolute brilliant storyteller. You may not like his sports takes. I don't care about that. You may not like his reporting, but he can tell it. That man, first of all, he's got a ton of stories, but he can absolutely tell a story. And it was brilliant. And I'll tell you this, the nicest human being. He and I have been texting for 3 days now. Good luck finding somebody nicer than John McClain. This is my first time interacting with John, and blown away just by his generosity and kindness, and cool dude, great dude. Here's where I freaked out though. Now again, if you know me, you know I'm really good at getting shit done. I'm really good at making videos and editing videos and, having cool shit and badass graphics and, you know what, all kind of dope slides and videos and all of that shit for this show. All this stuff you see down here, I made all that. All these slide transitions, all that shit. I'd make all this. Everything you see that's done on this show, your boy did it, right? But I'm also known for shit gets sideways sometimes, technically. Remember John telling the story about he not turning the mic on for Fred? Yeah, some shit like that will happen sometimes. Sometimes your boy will forget to unmute his microphone. Sometimes the computer will just reboot. Sometimes the internet will die. Sometimes the software will act up. And sometimes shit just gets sideways. Rarely will I personally mess up the technology, but I will have stuff happen that'll mess it up. And I'm telling y'all that I had 3 concerns. 3 huge concerns. The bigger this got, the more I got nervous. First about, is it going to be good enough? Like, are people going to watch this and be like, well, that was awful. Like, what was this dude thinking? Why didn't this sucked? You know what I mean? Like, that was terrible, or that was lame, or what a waste of time. But I have, on this show, have had so many shows get derailed because of power outages in this home. My neighborhood is known, if someone farts on my street, everybody loses power. I swear to God, if we get rain, it's over. We're going to lose power. Same is true for internet. So the very first thing I did was check the weather forecast in the morning, and thank God, 0% chance of rain all day. So I was like, okay, we avoided that. Then I went in and rebooted the router at about 11:30. I was like, not today, Satan. We're going to get rid of that. So I was like, okay. So then I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever had 4 people on this show at the same time as guests. I thought, oh shit. I probably should have tested this before today. But anyways, I set it all up. It's 1:58, and I had to send everybody a run of show, and everybody had their own link to be able to connect to the show. When you dial in, the software I use to stream this show is called vMix, so everybody gets a link to connect to. It's like if you've ever seen StreamYard or even a Zoom meeting. Someone sends you a link and you connect in, you do your little microphone, your little camera, and boom, you're in, right? It's kind of like that in a way. So I send John McClain his link, and I have 4 links. I have 4 guest channels to use. I can have up to 4 guests at a time, all coming in on my bandwidth and then going back out, which was a concern. I'd have 4 feeds coming in on my internet connection at this house, and then 2 feeds going back out, 1 to Twitch and 1 to YouTube. I was a little nervous about this. So I send everybody their links, and John McClain was like, is this kind of like, Zoom and StreamYard? I was like, yeah, it's just like that, John. You'll be fine. It's 1:58. Countdown begins. I text John McClain, and I say, hey, I heard the noise that you entered the green room because I don't see him. I should be able to see him in the green room, but I don't. So I said, I heard you connected. So I just assumed he disconnected. He was just testing. I said, I heard you connected. So I'm assuming you tested and I guess everything was okay. I'll see you at 2:10. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm in here right now. And I was like, what do you mean you're in here right now? He goes, I'm in here right now and I'm staring at a blue screen. And I was like, John, you're not in here right now because I'm looking at it and I don't see you. There's nothing in here. And he goes, I am in here. I'm staring at a blue screen. And I was like, you're not supposed to see a blue screen. If you see a blue screen, that's not the green room. Something's wrong. And now I'm like, fuck, it's 2:00. And now I have to start the Dust in the Wind, which means we got 3 minutes. And he's like, you need to call me. And I'm like, I can't call you, John. The show started. I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh, of course. Shit. Thanks. Like all this work, all this 3 days, no sleep, no food. I'm exhausted, tired. All of that. And at that moment, this is what's going to happen. No one's going to be able to connect to the show. Are you shitting me? I said, John, I don't know what to tell you. Disconnect and reconnect. But this should work because I'm using the same one for him that I always use for every guest, my mom and everybody else. It's always worked. I was like, just disconnect and reconnect. But it should work, John. He goes, well, because I even had a missed call from, and then I was just like, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. And then the next thing I know, I hear bloop, bloop, and I see him, and I go, I see you. And he goes, I see it. I was like, oh, thank God. And then off we went without a single hiccup. Everything went perfect, except for Dave Tepper's phone. That was getting some feedback, and then I finally realized I'm just going to have to sit here and mute him and hover over the mute button until he, wants to talk, and then I'm going to have to unmute it because, yeah, that was a weird thing. It was a little annoying, but, yeah. Dave Tepper does not, what is that? Does nothing wrong. Shush. Yeah, his microphone thing, it was a little feedback. And then being vertical, I was like, damn it. That's a weird looking thing. What the hell was that? What alert was that? Somebody got timed out. I don't even know what that is. Shit, what is going on with this? These alerts are all fucked up. This timeout. Who'd you time out, Joe Pro? Oh, Total Dallas. Total Dallas got timed out. Well, bye, Total Dallas. See ya, buddy. Bye. That's nothing new. Total Dallas gets timed out every show if you're new. By the way, Mark G, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. I appreciate it. Steven the Weather Guy, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Steven said, I mean this in the best possible way. Yesterday was your finest hour as a streamer. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I have a feeling the button just firing off. I have a feeling you're saying that because I really wasn't on the show. My finest hour as a streamer because I wasn't on the stream. So that's appreciate that so much. Big fan, Steven.
Heck yeah.
What the fuck was that? I gotta fix these.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I gotta turn that one off. Stop that. Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that. Oh, shit. What is happening here? Hey, Steven, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, man.
Heck yeah.
Much appreciated. Steven the Weather Guy just gifted out 5 gifted subs. He said, I meant it nicely. Jesus. I know. I'm just messing with you. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs to the community. Who got all these gifted subs? Let's see. Does it say? Does it say? Yeah, it does. Who got 5 gifted subs? Let's see. J Broad, Xenu, Tedward, Scoobs and Sports, and Yabob. Oh, that asshole got a sub? Well, you win some, you lose some. Oh, yeah. Do we really need to ask anymore? Just click TD. That's true. Thank you for the 5 get to subs, man. All my best to your better half, Uzi. Much appreciated. All right. So that's kind of the story of the tribute show and recap. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think that's pretty much, that's all of the ins and outs and goings on, man. Everybody was super nice online. Oh, I will say this. Jen, thank you for the 100 bits, sweetie. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jen and all the mods for holding it down yesterday in the chat. I absolutely was not able to really even focus on the chat, read the chat, use the chat. But Jen reached out to me, as she always does, with her women's intuition, her sixth sense, her superpower. I'm just sitting there, head down, working my ass off, and I get a text out of nowhere. Laminac, what the hell are you doing? You need some help? And I was like, God, yes. Yes, I do. How did you know? She goes, I just know. I was like, yes, you do. You always do. She's like, what do you need? And so I was like, well, let me call you. Hey, thanks for the follow. See, why is this not working? Let me just. Yeah. Like that should be working better, but it's not. Son of a bitch. It should work better. Thank you for the follow. Areza Victor. I don't know. Mimi, thank you for the 200 bits, sweetie. Much appreciated, you guys. She made sure we were all up on the job Saturday. She did a fantastic job. That's what she said. She goes, what do you need? I was like, well, first of all, I didn't even thought about the whole, chat side of this. There's going to be a lot of new people in the chat. There's going to be a lot of new people coming to the stream. I'm assuming. I have no idea what's going to happen, what kind of riffraff we're going to have. I have no idea about any of that. So let's just make sure we've got all hands on deck for mods and how we're going to handle that. And she's like, I'm on it. She wrote up all of the Nightbot stuff, which, I need to go back and re-enable all of that. So I need to make a note about that before tomorrow's stream. But yeah, Jen handled all of that, of course. And coordinated it all. And like, even last second, I had totally forgot that we talked. And I was like, Mimi! Thank you for the gifted sub, sweetie. Oh, shit. Look at this. I got multiple alerts going off. What the hell is happening? I don't even know what's going on right now. These alerts are so screwed up. But yeah, and then I even went back. I was like, Potch, here's the deal on Twitch. I've got follower only chat, so you have to be following it. He goes, yeah, Jen already told me. I was like, oh shit, that's right. She's got it. He goes, yeah, she already been here, bro. I was like, my bad. He's like, yeah, go on and get out of here. Jen's running this. I was like, yeah, my bad. She's got it. And Potch and everybody did a fantastic job. Jeff Bell, what's up, man? Thanks for joining on YouTube. So, and Jen got back to me. She's like, I only had to ban one person. And I think I actually know what it was. It was when Jong joined, and it was a stupid ass COVID comment. And I was like, God damn it. I hate people. Was that the one, Jen? Was that the one? Was that the one comment? Was that the one person you had to ban? I feel like that was the one. I saw it. I was like, you son of a bitch. Hey, your stupid ass. Steven said even Flip was well behaved. I even thought about that. I was like, I wonder if our community will be well behaved. Jim patrolled the live event, got one lurking, kicked him out. Nice. Very nice. I like. Yeah, I even had, but I had like follower only chat going on Twitch, and I had like subscriber only chat going on YouTube. And in fact, I still have that on both, I think. And I need to turn that off because I don't like having those on. I don't want people to feel like they have to follow or have to subscribe to chat, but I don't know. Hell, maybe I should. Keeps the riffraff out, right? I don't know. I always felt like that's kind of like icky to force people to follow you to be able to chat on the show. I don't know. He then stalked Potch on Twitter. No shit. Oh, someone kept saying it on your Twitter too. On my Twitter? Someone kept saying it on your Twitter. Wow, really? Yeah, Potch got him and he called me a doofus. I cut him quick. What an asshole. He then stalked Potch on Twitter. Is that where Potch is? You roll him up in a rug and throw him in the Gulf. I think we did well yesterday. Thanks, Alan. YouTube viewers are quiet. Not much chatting even. Oh, though at one point we had 95 viewers. Nice. Hey, what's up? Joe Pro said, hey man, following is free. If they can't put forth that much effort, fuck them. Yeah. Yes, oh, really? Oh, fucking assholes. What a dickhead. I swear to God. See, shit like that just... Why do people have to be like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing. We all know AJ comes in and does AJ shit. Just... Really? What's up, Chris Gary? Like, that's... I think she was saying... No, Chris, she was saying what the troll said. She wasn't saying that. She was saying what the troll said, Chris. I was asking her what the troll said. But I appreciate you getting, staying on it. That's, yeah. I appreciate that. Back in the system with the riffraff again. Well done, Cisco. So, yeah, that's it. If you had, nah, you good, fam. You good. I dig it. And I know Jet would too. Jet would appreciate you, stepping up and be like, hey, we ain't having none of that bullshit in this community. We police our own. So she would appreciate you checking somebody in the chat that would say some bullshit like that. Trust and believe. So let's do it, man. If you have any questions, I'm here for it. Let's get them out of the way, and then let's get back to a show, man. Let's get into it. I will say this: from Friday through yesterday, I don't know what happened. I swear to God, I don't know what happened. I don't know what went on sports-wise. I don't know what went on life-wise. I don't know what went on. I don't even barely remember seeing my wife. I don't remember shit. Like, I really don't. Why is none of this working? What the hell is going on? Oh, I know why. Like, when I tell you it was heads down 100% working on this show, that's all it was. So you will have to forgive me if I'm a little behind on the times. Now, what I do know briefly, I know that there was a hot and heavy pursuit of Blake Snell by the Astros, and then a huge disappointing end to that when he signed a 2-year deal with the Giants, and we'll discuss that because I have alternative ideas for that, folks. We don't need no stinking Snell. Also, I do know that apparently someone leaked unis. We'll get to that as well. What is this? Have we hit our Chris limit yet? No. You can never have enough Chris's. We got a Reyes. We got a Gary. We got a Stahl. Chris Stahl. Get it? Okay. Astros going into the season with Blanco and possibly Bielak in the rotation. Not good. Yeah. Not wise, guys. Barry had his IT project manager britches on. Bro, you think? Do you think, man? Yeah, we got a Mina, but that's a Christopher, not a Chris Mina. Chris Mina left. He don't fuck with us no more. Christopher Mina's still here. Yo, speaking of Christophers, Mr. Hart, thank you for the super chat. Sir, you are the man. Much appreciated. Oh, I need to update you on the fundraiser thing for Fred. Let me do that, but let me say this first. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Christopher Hart. He said, hey, just popping in. What are your thoughts? The 50 Cent beef with what? Beam Suntory on his cognac. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Let's see. 50 Cent beefing with cognac. The beef dates back to August 21 when Remy Martin sued 50 Cent Spire Spirits in Manhattan court. Settles dispute with Remy Martin over bottle design. Is that what we're talking about? Bottle design? Not a game. Not a game. We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. Is this, hold on, Chris. Christopher, is this, look at this. Look at this. Look at this damn, is this what we're talking about? Is this what the beef is over? This? Oh. Google 50 Cent and Beam Suntory. Lawsuit. And 50 Cent accuses liquor brand of embezzlement. Oh. Well, now that's different. Embezzlement's that's totally different. Yeah, that's crazy. Beam denied all allegations. I'll tell you this. Listen, well, first of all, I don't think those look similar at all. I don't even think this is close. That's not even close. That's not close at all. That's not the same. I wouldn't even be mad about that, but that's not what Mr. Hart is talking about. Mr. Hart is talking about just straight up embezzlement. 50's Instagram is full of the drama. Well, what's his Insta about? Let's go see. I don't even know 50 Cent's Instagram. 50 Cent Instagrams. So 50 Cent is too petty. He's kind of gangster too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would be messing with 50 Cent's money. He's that kind of guy. Like, y'all remember when him and Floyd Mayweather got into it, he would not leave Floyd alone about not being able to read. What is this? I can't even see where all the pettiness is. Yeah, I don't even see it, bro. 50 Cent's playing his TV show about alleged liquor company embezzlement. Oh, man. He's going to write a whole TV show about it? That's petty. Yeah, I remember now. This man, okay, now I'm out. What? He's been shot 9 times. Hey, be careful, Steven. Love you, buddy. Tell the wife best wishes, man. Yeah. 50 is, if you cross 50, he's relentlessly petty. So I don't know. I'm kind of here for it. If you've got that much money and that much pettiness, so much so that you would make a whole ass TV show over your pettiness, I'm good with that. I want to watch it because you know what's going to happen after that, right? You do some petty ass shit and then you're like, well, this is all fiction. Well, this is all just not based on anyone in real life. And that we know that not to be true. So you're going to get sued. They're going to be suing him like, that's all blasphemy and slander. It's just going to be so messy. I'm here for it because it ain't my money and it ain't my reputation. So let's go. I hope you're good, buddy. Didn't he once buy out the first 5 rows of some other rapper's shows? So just to make it seem like people weren't there. That's not yet. See, I don't know if he did, but that wouldn't surprise me. It's that kind of pettiness that I just absolutely love. I dig that. I'm here for that. All right. Real quick. I got to go look, but I think I messed up. I mean, not that I messed up. What does it say? I need to, so. Oh yeah, you do need to go. I kind of messed up yesterday. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. But I think I screwed up the count of donations yesterday. We didn't get any on YouTube, unless I missed it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But we had said that all donations for Fred's tribute show, I said that all donations would be donated to his GoFundMe to cover his funeral costs. And so, and I told, because, you know, people were like, well, how much did we raise? What did we raise? And, you know, people want shit instantly. Where's the YouTube link? Why is the YouTube? I'm like, guys, can a brother get a fucking nap? Can I sleep and just get you this shit in the morning? Well, I wanted to wipe. Well, shit, man. Promise I'll get it to you. I promise. So I was like, well, shit, let me just at least get this counted up so they'll know. And I'll get the donation made so people can't be like, well, you said you donated and I don't see it on the GoFundMe. And so I had said, look, I'll donate $100 myself. And then, yeah, dude, definitely get the Laminax Experience Christopher Hart at the William Chris Wineries with Cisco. It's amazing. So I was like, well, let me go in real quick and just count up the donations, right? So I basically went through the chat, all right? And I went through the screen where I can actually, let me share what I see, right? This is what I went through. Let me, hold on. I'm going to show you guys how it looks. This is a little inside baseball. I'm breaking the fourth wall. Ooh, I'm a wild man. Fourth wall? He's crazy. I know. So this is kind of like what it looks like when you're on Twitch, right? And so here is like, this is the activity feed. So you can see, we had a hype train. Let's go, boys. What'd Shock say? Only guy I could think of who was of consequence but not on the tribute was Barry Warner. Anyone seen higher hair of him? Actually, there was a few guys, Shock. Let's go back to that real quick. No one gave me any info or told me to reach out to Barry. The only ones that I'd never heard back from that I reached out to or that didn't kind of get with me, I had reached out to John Lopez and had offered for him to come on the show live. And unfortunately, I never got a reply from John. I had messaged Jerry Bow and had asked if he would like to submit a video to be included in one of the tribute videos. And he never got back to me. And then I had asked Patrick Creighton, and then it just kind of went off, and we just ended up not being able to get on the same page about it. So unfortunately, those three we weren't able to get connected on. But yeah, just no one ever even said about Warner. So I don't even know if him and Fred were close or not. I have no idea. Oh, I'm sure as long as Fred was around, as many people as he knew, I'm sure him and Barry were at least acquaintances or not. I don't know. Put it this way, when I started asking for names from everybody, no one had said to hit him up. Anyways, back to this. So what I did last night when I got done with the show is I just pulled this up, and you can see, right? So if we just go all the way back, you can see this says yesterday, right? So I just started I got my phone out, and I just started rolling through, and I would be like, all right, 100, 200, 300, 400 bits, 425 plus 69. And I wouldn't count subs. Those are subs, right? So I just started adding them as quickly as I could. Plus 2,800, plus 100, plus 100, plus 2,500, plus 100, plus 52. That's what I did. I just started from the beginning of the show. Then I ran through it as quickly as I could to get a final number. And that number ended up being 493. Chris said, did you ask Rachel about getting a tribute video in, or was that cover about Holly? Well, no, Rachel and Holly are two different folk, but no one had mentioned Rachel, and I didn't see her talking about Fred. I don't know if she really knew Fred all that well. I know Fred and Holly worked together a lot. I'm not sure about Rachel. So yeah, but I know Holly, because I had saw where Holly was talking about, Fred quite a bit. So I think Jerry Bow and Fred's new show was supposed to be starting soon. Yeah, they'd already done like 2 episodes. Anyways, so I quickly went through and added it all up, and I came up with $493 was donated yesterday via bits and through bits. Nothing over on YouTube via super chats, because YouTube was pretty easy. You just go to fan funding, and you can see, like right now I'm looking at it and it says $10. So I counted it up, and I came up with $493. So at the time, the GoFundMe was sitting on $9,500 exactly. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. So what I'll do is, I was like, I'm going to go in. I said I would add 100. So I was like, and I tweeted it out. So we raised $493. I'm going to add 100 that I pledged. So I will be adding $593 to the Fred Faour GoFundMe. And then I rounded up. So instead of doing 593, which is just a weird ass number, I rounded up to 600. And my dumb ass counted all way off. Way off. I won't tell you how much. I was just like, ugh. Shit. So I was like, fuck, that's okay. That's okay. It's like a good cause. I was like, damn it, man. But see, that's what I get. I shouldn't have let people rush me. I should have just said, as soon as Twitch gets their numbers updated, I will let y'all know. Way over. I should have said, as soon as Twitch posts an official number from the show, I will let you know what that is. But I just went, I'm like, fuck. Nope. But that's all right. That's okay. We're good. Oh no, I counted more than what there was. Just give it a little bit, poor Marino beers. Oh, see, he was so sweet last night. Bless his heart. Oh yeah, Jen, no, but see, Jen, Jen already came in and sent 50, and I was like, God damn it, Jen. Sit your ass down. I still got to send it back too. He was so sweet last night, Jen. CC, that poor dude. Bless his heart. He really loved him some Fred, man. He was sad as fuck. Twitch got to take the cut off the top first. Oh, they do. Oh, they absolutely do. Oh, they take the cut off the top. That's just it. Barry fell for the. No, I did not. No, I did not. Cece tries that shit all the time. Cece tries that 1 million trick all the time. She'll be like, here you go. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny, man. Thank you for the 7 bits, Joe Bro. Counted the 100 bits as $10, didn't you? No, it was just off. I wonder how much was sent to Venmo with Rip Falcon. To my Venmo? Oh, you mean to the GoFundMe? I didn't get any Venmos. You talking about to their Venmo? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not mine. Jen Venmo'd me, but yeah. Right? Yeah. So yeah, because I didn't want to do like we normally do on our fundraisers where people Venmo and Cash at me, and it just becomes an absolute nightmare to manage. It's a mess. Yeah, that's fine, Don. That's what I wanted. I didn't care. Normally when we do fundraisers on this show, it's like, all right, you can send it via bits or super chats, or you can Venmo us, you can PayPal me, you can Cash App it. We'll add it all up. We'll get a final number, and then we'll send it to whoever. And in this case, it was just like, let's make it easy as possible. You can either just send it to the GoFundMe and use a hashtag RIP Falcon, or you can just send bits, and I will add it all up, and I'll send it over there. And that's what I did. I just added it all up. I added my 100 and sent over $600. So the old Twitch okie doke. No, it's my dumbass fault. I just quickly added it wrong. So yeah. Shit. Oh well, there could be worse things, right? Worse things I could have done and spend a little extra on the GoFundMe for Freddy Boy. All right. Let's get into some sports talk. I think that was all the things I had. Yep. Tribute recap. Time to get down to the nitty gritty. Unless you guys had questions about yesterday before we get into it. I want to talk some sports. Let's do it. Let's talk some sports. If you guys got questions about yesterday, get them to me now. Ask them in the chat. Ask now or forever hold your peace. Now's your chance, people. Now is your chance. Yeah, I think it kind of sucks. Venmo adds 17% for a fundraiser. Venmo does? See, I paid with a credit card. I just put it, I use the company card, and then that way when Twitch pays at the end of the month, sends me my regular Twitch payout, and just basically does that. So yeah, I know there's a delay too. That's why I'm kind of pausing. I'm letting if you had any questions come in, I'm just kind of letting them come in via the chat messages. So if you have any, let me know. Thoughts about Houston being a number 1 seed. Yes. No, I just meant, sorry, Christian Gary, we'll get to that. I meant if you had any questions about the show, the tribute show to Fred or anything surrounding it. That's what I meant. I thought sports did not start back until Thursday. Nope, not true. I was in the wait a second. Can I use your company card? No, that's a ridiculous question. Guys, I meant about the show, the tribute show to Fred. Did you have questions about that? I don't give a shit about your personal questions. I give a shit. I have a question. Where do babies come from? This is not a ask me anything about anything show. All right. I meant, do you have specific questions about the tribute show? Like, hey, I was wondering when you were doing this behind the scenes stuff, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a shit about, hey, I was wondering, does this mole look like cancer? I don't give a shit. Just teasing. I love you all equally. I mean, not really, but all right. I don't see any questions, so did I do my? Oh, I did. I got my slides. Good question, Brandon Streeter. Did anyone decline to make a video? No, nobody declined to make a video. No one said no thanks. I don't like that dude. One person forgot to make a video. One person just was like, oh shit. Well, actually they didn't really forget. They didn't have time because of the kind of the time constraints that they were under. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, dude, I didn't have time. And I was like, no, I get it. Totally understand. I rushed everybody. You know what I mean? Like it was like, because when I told people is, look, do you want to be involved? You don't have to be. I'm just asking, people that I know were kind of close to him in some way, colleagues and friends. Would you like to submit a video? You don't have to. No one will ever know I asked you and that you said no. And nobody said no. Everyone said, yes, I'd love to. It's just one person couldn't meet the deadline. So, yeah, everybody was more than happy to do it. So, and then, I would even think of people and be like, oh, shit, well, let me ask this person real quick. And all I did was I would say, hey, I'm putting together kind of a tribute show for Fred. I didn't know what to call it, like a tribute / memorial show. And I'm going to have some people on live, but of course I can't have everybody on live. But I'm asking folks that are friends and colleagues if they'd like to say a couple of words about Fred. Trying to keep it to around 2 minutes because we've got a lot of people. So would you like to submit a video? And if so, you can, upload it here or email it or text it or whatever. And everybody was like, yeah. So nobody said no. But that's a good question. Dre said, Barry, we need a Fred story from you. Ooh. That's a good question. I don't know if I have a good Fred story. And the reason is, man, my favorite Fred story really is when he got so mad at me and Joel and Nick. Well, really, it was he got mad. He got so mad at us for messing with the Gem of the Day song. AJ thought it was funny, but Fred was pissed. So back in the day on the Blitz, they used to do a segment called Gem of the Day. And they had an intro song that AJ used to sing, and it always went, it's the Gem of the Day. What's the Gem of the Day? The Zadok Jewelers Gem of the Day. Well, this was the time when Josh Reddick was at his peak in his heyday. And if you know anything about Astros baseball, then you know that he, when he would come to a bat, he was a big Ric Flair fan, and he would always woo. So when he would come to bat, everybody would go woo, and the problem is the shit would just happen, and it would happen the entire game. You'd have these assholes in the stands that would just woo the entire goddamn game. And I hated it. I was on board. I was team fuck the woo. I hated it so goddamn much. It was awful. Awful. So I hated it. Joel hated it. Like everybody, the suspects, the guys on the suspects, we all hated it. But that was awful. But I knew like Fred and AJ hated the woo. Oh, they would go on for segments about the woo. They hated the woo. It just they would get so pissed off about the woo. Yeah, that's the stupidest. Like they were like Fred and AJ were like cranky old men about certain things. They were funny about some shit. They were funny about some things, right? They were like, hey, I like weed and sex robots. But then other shit, they were like, get off my lawn and stupid cloud. You know what I mean? Like about other shit, like the woo. And so we got this idea. I want to say it was like maybe my idea. I went to Michael Carroll and I was like, hey, and I feel like I can admit this now because I'm not there anymore and Fred's dead. So I think it's okay. AJ's gone. Only one left is Joel, so fuck it. He can get in trouble. Hey, thank you, AD. I appreciate it. We're just sitting here telling stories, man. Somebody asked me to tell my favorite Fred story, so this is mine. So glad you're still doing sports and stuff. Hey, thank you, buddy. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. I'm actually telling my Fred story. And don't worry, dude. We're about to get to a whole bunch of sports headlines and sports stuff you can see right here. So stick around if you're interested. You'll learn this show, dude. It's it's a mix of sports and a bunch of random shit, man. It's just trying to entertain folks for 3 hours a day. So You know, maybe you dig it, maybe you don't. Pop in every once in a while, hang out, say hey. But I'm telling my favorite Fred story since Dr. Dre on 290 asked. So I go to Michael Carroll and I was like, yo, so I know Fred and AJ hate the woo. And I was like, can you get me a copy of Gem of the Day? And he was like, yeah, why? I was like, because I want to replace the word gem with woo. He was like, what? I was like, I have the woo. And so now I want it to be like, it's the woo of the day. It's the woo of the day. The Zadok Jewelers woo of the day. And he was like, oh my God. And I was like, but I'm going to need you to upload it back into the system because that's the only way it'll get there. But you can't tell Jong, you can't tell AJ, and you can't tell Fred. Like, you can't tell anybody. Like, I had to do all this shit behind the scenes because if Jong knew, he wasn't going to run it because he knew how pissed they would be. So I had to like go back channels to get all this done because all of that shit is preloaded in the system. So I had to go get a copy of the woo. I had to go to Michael Carroll and be like, here's a hundo. I need you to go do some devious shit, Michael. So he was like, all right. So he goes and he gets me a copy and he goes, I'm not going to edit it though, but I'll do it for you. I was like, okay. So he gets me the copy and I chop it up and I edit it on my laptop and I go and I bring it back to him. I was like, I slide him the USB. I was like, it was like a drug deal, bro. Like we passed in the hall and I was like, he takes it. He gets into the system and he's like, he uploads it and shit. I was like, is it in? He's like, it's in. Oh my God. When that shit played, it was fucking chaos. People were just like, what in the fuck is going on? No one knew. No one knew except me, Joel, and Nick, and Michael Carroll. It was chaos. The people listening were losing their shit. I mean, like people on the text line and the listener, like y'all, everybody thought it was hilarious just because they know how much Fred and AJ hated the woo. They know how much they hated it. And Fred always took that Zadok Jewelers thing serious. He was like, and I'll never forget, that's the only time in the entire time I worked with Fred, that was the one time Fred was mad at me. And he was pissed. And AJ was just like, you fucked up, bro. I was like, why? He was like, that wasn't cool. I was like, oh, y'all can dish it out, but you can't take it. He was like, that wasn't cool, man. I was like, bullshit. Y'all are just mad because you got. He was like, I don't know. And I saw Fred the next day. He was pissed. Because, I mean, we pass each other, right? Like, so they weren't even there when I did it because it was still the suspects. And that's when I got Michael Carroll to do it. We leave for the day. That happens. It's the woo of the day. Next day, we go in. Everybody's giving us our flowers on the suspects. They're like, yo, that shit was the funniest shit ever. They were so mad at y'all. I was like, yay. They were like, that's when they were like, yeah, you guys did it, man. You pranked the blitz. You got them. I mean, we earned like a level of respect from a lot of people because people were like, you know, some blitzers never really listened to us or maybe didn't give a shit about our show. But when that happened, they were like, okay, respect, fellas. Respect. That's pretty damn dope. That's a pretty good prank you fellas played on them. So, Hugo said, how'd they find out it was you? Who else would have done it? They knew. So we come back the next day, we do our show, and of course, here they come. Man, we're like, all right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. They come walking in. Fred just right at me. He knew. Fred knew Joel wasn't going to do that shit. He knew. As soon as he walks in, he goes, that shit wasn't funny. I was like, oh, fuck. He goes, You guys can't be messing with advertiser dollars. Can't be fucking up ad money. I was like, it was just a prank, dude. It was just one day. That's advertiser dollars. You don't fuck with advertiser dollars. I was like, dude, it was one day. It was one show. It was one thing. And I didn't fuck with the name Zadok Jewelers. I just fucked with the word Jim. Oh, well, I guess it really didn't dawn on me that, oh, well, I get it now. Yeah. Oh, Zadok Jewelers sells gems. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of makes sense now, I guess. Maybe I didn't think all that through. I was fucking one day. Shut up, Fred. Like, I was like, whatever. That shit was still epic. Like, oh, he was so mad. But, whatever. Hey, I'll tell you this. More people started listening to our show after that. They're like, you fellas are okay in our book. So that may be my favorite Fred story, just because that's the one and only time that I really and truly pissed off the Falcon. Because he just didn't get mad at anything, man. He never really got mad. And Brandon's right. Like, everyone really thought it was funny except Fred. He just did not. He was like, nope. Because, man, they thought that shit, you know, that thing was around forever. That gem of the day, that shit was around forever. Fred was mad because it was a paid ad. Yeah, but damn. One day. That shit was forever. Hey, what's up, Richard Vales? Good to see you. What's up, Mines? Good to see you, buddy. Mine said, drop your March Madness bracket. Easy, bro. Easy. All chalk. All chalk. All chalk. Yeah, Amos, Joel was like, I don't know. Because it was so funny because Joel would do that. Joel would take credit or partial credit for some shit that was dope that everybody'd be like, that was the greatest thing ever. He'd be like, that was, you know, somebody'd be like, oh my God, you guys are the best. He'd be like, aren't we? I'd be like, oh, okay. And then Fred would be like, that is not okay. He'd be like, yeah, he did that. He totally did that shit. I'd be like, what the hell happened to weed, Joel? He'd be like, I would never do that. No. I'm like, oh, damn you, Joel. Joel was great. I feel like if, because, you know, like talking yesterday about the pepper spray incident, I kind of feel like if our show would have had the pepper spray incident, right? If the usual suspects had a pepper spray incident and Joel was our Fred and Nick was our Jong, I don't think Nick would have been like, it's okay. I'm fine. And I also don't think Joe would have gone down and taken the bulk of the heat for it. Joe would have went down and been like, he pulled the trigger. I'm just messing with Joe. Joe's going to be texting me tonight. You son of a bitch. You out here talking shit about me? By the end, we were all three very much a team. In the beginning, oh my God. It would have been like, all right, we're going to pepper spray Nick. And then I would have turned and sprayed Joel instead. He'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, ha, gotcha. Yeah, Nick would have totally been like cussing. He would have told, yeah. Oh my God, it would have been totally different. Cisco said, I picked the Raptors to win the NCAA tournament. That's hilarious. Mimi said, I wish we could hear that one again. Yeah, that was fun, Mimi. That was a good one. Cece said, oh my gosh, that was so funny. Also, tournament show was the best one too. Tournament show. Oh, when we were live streaming, when we were all live at some, I don't know where the fuck we were at, but it was like uncensored radio. And I kept trying to get Joel to say the C word. No, your message wasn't deleted, mine's, was it? Did somebody delete your message? I don't know. Maybe the mods are deleting your shit, mine's. Oh, it was. Uh-oh. What'd you do, mine's? Oh. Yeah, you can't be telling people that you're going to fight them, mine's. Can't be telling people, shut the fuck up, kid. Can't be doing that, bro. Yeah, you can't be telling people you're going to fight on minds. I've banned people from the show for that. Can't be threatening violence on people's minds. This is a civilized community, bro. What you doing, man? Uncensored radio is the shit. Yeah, people loved that. Fred got shit-faced. A lot of us got shit-faced and were just insanely off the hook. And all I could remember is I was just trying to get Joel to say just the most filthiest, disgusting shit, and he wouldn't. I was just like, damn it, Joel. Just say some filthy shit. And he just wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. And I wanted so bad. I was like, oh, man. My goal is just to get you to say the C word. I could never get him to do it, but oh my God, that shit was crazy. Yeah, that shit was wild. When y'all did the safety blitz and pretended to be them. Oh yeah, when we opened up the show. Yeah, that was good times too. Oh my God, so much fun, man. So much fun. Nick would have been so pissed off with that pepper spray. Oh yes. Nick would have been, oh my God. I don't think he would have agreed to do it. I was kind of the one that would do the crazy shit on our show. Then I snorted chocolate that one time. I was kind of the one that would do the crazy shit. Me and then we'd get Juggalo Trey. I would get, me and Juggalo Trey were the crazy ones. Yeah. When you asked that lady if she wanted a piece of your sausage at opening day. AJ and Fred were pissed about that too. About what? What were they pissed about? What were they pissed about? I don't remember. What'd you say? 100% would have been Trey getting sprayed. Nick didn't play. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't remember. Fred and AJ were pissed about that too. Oh, when y'all pretended to be them. Oh, yeah. That was what was funny. We started to learn. The more popular our show got, we started to learn that there were times when we would give the Blitz shit, and we kind of realized that sometimes they could dish it out, but they couldn't take it. And we would let them know, hey, you guys can dish it out, but you can't take it, man. They'd be like, that's not true. Oh, yes, the fuck it is. And they were good about it sometimes, but sometimes they get mad, and then they would get us back, and then we'd get mad. It was a constant dick measuring contest between our shows. You had 4 alpha males. And of the 4, though, Fred was the least alpha. Like he's an alpha, but he is an alpha that didn't need you to know he was an alpha. AJ is definitely an alpha that needs you to know he's an alpha. Joel's an alpha. I'm an alpha. Like everybody, you know what I mean? When Fred's an alpha, but he was like the least outwardly alpha of the 4 of us. So he was just, all Fred was is like, just don't fuck with the money, bro. And that's why he was so pissed about the Gym of the Day thing being changed. But all the other stuff, like there was a clip yesterday in the tribute memorial show where I heard it and I just thought, okay, I got to just throw this in. He was like, I hate when Barry does his impression of me. He makes me sound like a guy from the 20s. And the Blitz is on. He's like, I don't sound like that. He makes me sound like, see, I'm talking like this, see? He hated my impression of him. And the Blitz is on. Oh, that's so funny. Joel is the least alpha. Joel's very much an alpha. If you have to explain why someone's an alpha, they're not an alpha. What? What? Yeah, that's true, Chris. Gary, yeah. And that's exactly why. Because I asked him, I was like, why don't you just let loose, bro? It's just a live stream. And that's exactly what Joe said. He goes, man, I would. But if I ever wanted to get back into like broadcasting or try to get another job, like an executive job as a director of broadcasting, I can't have live streams with me saying some crazy shit like that out floating around. That's just a bad look on a resume. I was like, I respect that. I get that. Not everybody can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I've said a lot of questionable shit. And I'm sure if I tried to go get a job at ESPN and some people really started digging, they'd be like, you might want to delete this player. So I get it. I get it. Totally get it. Didn't the Blitz play a porno during the live stream show? Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me at all. Not a bit. I would not be surprised in the least if the Blitz played a porno during the live stream show. Not at all would that surprise me. So, all right. Hey, let's keep rolling, guys. We've got, God damn, is it almost 4 o'clock already? And I was even going to tell y'all, hey, I might just cut the show short today because not only am I exhausted from the weekend, but I didn't get shit done. I've got a ton of stuff that I need to get done for like comedy and personally. And I went to go get a passport today. I'm 49 years old and I don't have a passport. First of all, I feel like an idiot. I feel like I'm supposed to have a passport. What up, Bleed Blue? What YouTube did you post the Fred tribute to? The Barry on Sports YouTube. I only have 2 YouTubes. The Barry is Funny YouTube. Are you following that one? I wish everybody was following that one. Could y'all do me a favor? Could y'all do me a favor and please follow my Barry is Funny? I really need those numbers up. Really need those numbers up. I need all my socials up for Barry is Funny. Here, I'm gonna post 2 YouTubes. Everybody has to go follow this YouTube first. YouTube.com. Barry is Funny. Everybody just do me a solid, just really quickly. Uh-oh. Just everybody go click subscribe real fast right here. Just go here. If you're not subscribed, just do your boy a solid. Go hit subscribe right fast. And then I'll repost the link to the Fred video directly to it. Go hit subscribe on that, please, if you're not already. And I'm sure some of you are. But if you're not, just in case, you know how we do. Clarence said he's trying to get a passport. Yeah, that's what's up. Alan said, passport? You going cruising with Westlink? Nah. Wait a minute, fool. What this about a passport? Thank you, Nasty Nate. I appreciate you, buddy. Nasty Nate said, where you going, Barry? Well, I've been promising Nora I would take her on a really, really nice vacation one day. And it's time. You know what I mean? Like, I've never taken her on a really real. We've been dating since 1998. We've been married since 2001. And I've never taken this woman on a vacation outside of the United States. And she's always wanted to go to like Italy or, you know, we want to go see the Northern Lights, or we want to go to, you know, Scotland and Ireland and look at the castles. And she wants to go see the world somewhere on the other side. So it was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go. And so I was like, well, first I gotta get a passport. So, you know, and I was like, oh, and, you know, I need to start saving a little money. Shit. So, I've already started saving a little money. Plus, I mean, you know, with Pops passing away, he left a little bit of money for you boys. So I was like, well, you know what? Let's take care of the wife with that. So I'll take her on a little trip. So, you know, let's take care of the wife with that money. So I was like, well, you know, I don't know what yet. I don't know if we're going to go to see the Northern Lights or what we're going to do. It's either going to be, my best guess is it'll either be Italy or the Northern Lights, but it'll be something like that. So that's why I'm getting a passport, but I fucked that all up today. I went to go get it. I swear to God, I read on the website that you needed to have your the form filled out and your driver's license. That's what I saw. Swear to God. And I got there and he was like, "Where's your birth certificate?" I was like, "At home." He's like, "You didn't bring it?" "Well, no." "Do I need it?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, you need it." I'm like, "For what?" "The website said to bring my license." He goes, "No, man. You got to have your damn birth certificate." "Oh, well, I didn't see that." I was like, "I got to reschedule and come back, don't I?" He goes, "Yup." Fuck. But that's what I get, too, because, like I said, last couple of days have been pretty crazy. All right, there's the link to the video for Fred again if you want to go watch it. Thanks for subbing to the Barry is Funny YouTube channel. Also, what the hell was that? Oh, so yeah. There's the oh shit. Did I do that twice? No, I didn't. An original birth certificate, not a copy. Ooh. Mike Williams signing a 1-year deal with up to $15 million with the Jets. Okay. Hey, appreciate you, Jesus. Good to see you, buddy. What's up, John Dorier? Wallace had just got back from an 8-day vacation to St. Vincent. Good times. Nice. Very nice. I like. Original birth certificate. Dave said, this got me a while back. I was so pissed. Oof. So original, not a copy. Got it. Might want to go over those requirements again, Truman. Yeah, I know. This was the worst time to try to do all that shit in the midst of trying to plan that whole tribute show, because attention to detail was not something I had going on. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. Let's talk a little sports right now, shall we? Let's do your sports headlines for the day. All right, sports headlines for the day. In case you didn't know, Bengals have signed former Patriots offensive tackle Trent Brown to fortify the offensive line. You should have heard the things this man was saying. He actually said, hey, kind of nice to be with an organization where people want to be around the organization. Sir, are you disparaging the Patriot way? What? How dare you, Mr. Brown? It's amazing how much I guess the old saying, oh, how the mighty have fallen, how the mighty have fallen. It's amazing how much the Patriots get shit on now on a daily basis by former players and the press and really everybody. I mean, they get drugged constantly. I was going to find you the article. I had it open on my laptop. I was reading it earlier. Let me see. Where did it go? I can't find it out. How in the hell? What in the wide world of sports? I thought I had it. Apparently not. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. He said, quote, and I quote, Trent Brown said during a media availability on Tuesday that fit and enjoying coming to work each day were two big factors that led him to signing with the Bengals. He told reporters he saw Bengals center Ted Karras, his former teammate with the Patriots, sitting in the hot tub in the Bengals facility, which spoke volumes about Cincy's culture. Quote, that was huge, or that was a huge thing right there. Just being where we came from, where people would get out of there for a release any chance we had. Brown also said not having to worry about, quote, off the field things will help him get back to the Pro Bowl form he showed in 2019 as a member of the Raiders. I'll be able to just enjoy coming to work on a day-to-day basis. Think about that. Pro Bowler in 2019 with the Raiders, spent, 3 years with the Patriots. Kind of becomes forgotten while he's there. Obviously is miserable while he's there. Now all of a sudden he's like, I can't wait to play again. And yet, people still want to cast aspersions at me and tell me I'm a doofus. Talking to you, Jerome Solomon, want to say that I'm a moron and a doofus because I stand up here and say, well, I guess we know, or we now have an answer to the question, was it Brady or was it Belichick? It was Brady. It was always Brady. Everyone hated Belichick. Tell me what Belichick's record is without Brady. With the Browns and with the Patriots. What's his record when Tomothy Brady... Oh, shit, I just splashed water over there. What's his record when Tomothy Brady's not playing? Exactly. I don't know what it is, but it ain't good, I'll tell you that damn much. More headlines for you. College football playoffs and ESPN have agreed to a $7.8 billion deal that takes them through the 30-31, 30-32 season. So that's ruined. I'm telling you right now, man, all the shit you see going on with, realignment and bowls and teams moving from one conference to another and these paydays and all this shit. A ton of it is traceable back to ESPN in some way. And now I don't have concrete proof of this. And maybe, just maybe, I've smoked a little reefer. Not today. And I like using the word reefer because I'm old. And that's what the kids call it. I don't know. That's what the kids call it, reefer. That's, who the hell is Reggie? Total Dallas said Brady would have won 0 Super Bowls without Belichick. I swear to God, somebody should time your dumb ass out, Total Dallas. Total Dallas, of all the dumb... Hold on. This deserves full screen. Bro, for all the dumbass shit you have said. I mean, of all the dumbass shit you have said. Of all of it. That might have been the absolute dumbest thing you have ever said in your whole dumbass life. Perhaps. That might be the dumbest thing. That might be, Total Dallas, that might have been the single dumbest sports take in the history of sports, bro. You literally, quite possibly, have just entered the dumbass Sports Hall of Fame as the single dumbest sports take in the history of sports. If there was a Mount Rushmore of dumbass sports takes, sir, you just landed your stupid ass face on it. What in the fuck was that? Bro, what? Jesus Christ. What? Oh my God. Holy shit. I think you should log off. I swear to God. I think you should I just need hold on. I just need a moment to collect myself for a moment. Bro, we're talking about the greatest football player in the history of the NFL. The history. History of the game. The greatest. Oh my God, bro. Like what? That's like saying, well, Michael Jordan would have never won any of his championships without Phil Jackson. I'm screenshotting this. I have to. I'm going to screenshot this. And really, bro, this is going down, and I don't know. This is egregious. I'm shook. I'm shook right now. I'm shook that a grown ass man would say some shit like this. Shook. Fuck, dude. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I really don't. I don't know what's wrong with you. Man. You think you know somebody. Jesus Christ. All right, back to the headlines. I really think ESPN. Yeah, I mean, let's just. Why you bringing up? Why you bringing up facts? He won one in Tampa with no Belichick. Why? Why you bringing up facts, Titan Hugo? Jesus Christ.
Was that the dumbest sports take ever?
Oh, this is fantastic. Told another you're shook because I'm right. Bro, you're not right. He literally won one without him. And your take was he would have never won one without him. How in the fuck could you be? You couldn't be more wrong. I mean, like, literally, you can't be more wrong because you're exactly wrong. He would have never won one without him. He fucking won one without him. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Shock said, Toto Dallas, he literally won a ring in another city with fucking Bruce Arians. Jesus. Yeah, bleed blue. Belichick would have, I lost count. How many rings without Tom Brady? Was it 0? Yeah, because, you know, let's go back and count how many rings Belichick had in Cleveland. Oh, my bad. He didn't even have a winning record. Let's count how many rings he had post Brady. Oh, my bad. He didn't even have a winning record. What? Get out of here. Shit. Brandon said, come on, guy, you broke Barry. I know, bro. I'm shook. I'm shook. I'm shook. What? 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 Okay, Amos, you know what? Don't please, for the love of God. Bro, when that Total Dallas dumbass train makes a stop in your city, do not climb aboard. What are you doing, bro? Every season they won, they had a top 5 defense. And who was over the defense? Total Dallas has a point. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have a point because his point was he would have 0 Super Bowls without him. But the problem is he has one without him. He can't have a point if he's got a goddamn Super Bowl without him. They didn't need each other. Tom Brady did not fucking need Bill Belichick because he won a fucking Super Bowl in Tampa Bay without him. Oh my God. How do you not see that? You know what? I'm going back to these goddamn headlines before I lose my shit. This is, I swear to God, Brady learned how to win championships with Belichick. What? That's it. How many playoff wins does Bill have without Tom? I don't know. None of that matters. Yes, let's just move. None of that matters. Pretty sure he meant he wouldn't be who he is. No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. That's not what he said at all. That's not what he said at all. At all. I don't know why my little screenshot thing wasn't working, but you best believe I'm screenshotting that for all of eternity. He said, and I quote, it's right there on your screen, Brady would have won 0 Super Bowls without Belichick. That's what he said. Not he wouldn't have learned how to be a champion. He wouldn't learn how to be great. He said he would have won 0 Super Bowls, which is literally the stupidest take ever because he has won a Super Bowl without him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woosah, Captain Woosah. All right, ESPN's running football. That's all you need to know. Let's talk about this Blake Snell bullshit. Because I know Astros fans are sad. They're defeated. They really wanted Jim Crane to go out and spend that money on Snell. And Snell was kind of playing hard to get and, teasing the Astro fans and got everybody's hopes up and nipples hard. And I ain't worried about it. Don't be mad. Don't be sad. It is, would Blake Snell have made the Astros markedly better? Sure. Yes. Yes, he would have. It would have cost a ton of money. But he would have absolutely made this team and that pitching staff and rotation a lot better. That said, there are still a ton of options, and I tweeted those out, 2 of which probably could be had for the amount of money you were going to spend on Snell. Now, Snell only ended up signing a 2-year deal with the Giants, and I'm with you, Shock. It's a good deal for the Giants. It's not a huge commitment from Snell, which means he can go back to the market if he wants to. But the thing you got to remember about this, let's pull up Spot Track for a second. The thing you got to remember about this with guys is watch age on some of these folks, because guys have to time when they sign contracts, because look, they get one last big deal. That's what a lot of these ball players, especially in baseball, are eyeing, is one last big deal, right? Everybody's looking for that Pujols deal. Everybody's looking for that Rodriguez deal, right? That they're all looking for that last big paycheck. And so this 2-year, $62 million deal, the reports were that, hey, Crane was interested. The Astros were, Crane loves Snell, by the way. There were 2 guys apparently that he wanted to bring in last year, Hader and Snell. He liked them both. And he ended up getting Hader. They couldn't get a deal done. He doesn't want to overpay for guys. And I like that about him. It's kind of like what we saw at the beginning of free agency in the NFL. Nick Caserio did not run out and just, spend foolishly. he was smart with his money, and at the end of the day, I think it's safe to say that the Houston Texans have thus far had one of, if not the best free agency period in the NFL so far. I mean, you've seen a lot of people say, hey, have the Texans won free agency? Yeah. If not, they're definitely top 3, top 5. I mean, it's been that good. So, I don't know what the phrase is. What is it? Was it penny wise, pound foolish or some shit? I don't know how it goes. Whatever that is. But Blake Snell's 31. And at first, I think the rumor was he was looking for like a 5 or 6 year deal. That takes you through, 36, 37. Now he goes to 33. And then he's going to be looking for a 5-year deal. Right? So a 2-year prove it deal with the Giants, which is good. Interestingly enough, though, I think it makes the West, the NL West. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun now, boy. Everybody was pretty much like, well, you forget that. You can just ignore the West for 162 days or games. That's over. We'll just focus on the rest of the baseball world because Dodgers have that sewed up. Listen, man. Baseball is a funny thing. Rarely has the team that has spent the most money in the league. In fact, I would love to do the research. I have not done it, but I would love to do the research to find out how many times the team with the biggest payroll that has spent the most money has won the World Series. I would love to know that. Love, love, love to know. So Snell gets a 2-year, $62 million deal. Now, according to Spot Track, I want to say I think he got more than what his market value was. And I didn't have it written down. I apologize. I probably should have. But did the Giants overpay? They probably paid a little more per year than they should have, but they're only locked into a 2-year deal. I don't know what their window looks like or, what kind of trajectory they're on. But they got a guy. They got a guy. I mean, that's the reigning Cy Young Award winner right there. Now, as far as Astro fans go, fear not. I say, cool. No worries. Snell doesn't want to be here. Snell's not here. Astros didn't want to commit. That's fine. You can still, with that money that you were going to spend, you could still go out and get Jordan Montgomery and Mike Clevenger and add both of those guys on short-term deals to this rotation right now. Clevenger is looking for a 1-year deal. That's a guy that gets you through this season. You can either get Urquidy healthy, maybe McCullers, you get another year for Hunter Brown to learn, whatever it is, you get Clevenger in for a year, you get Montgomery in for a couple of years if he's looking for a 2-year deal, whatever it is, you're just getting guys in. Yep, Michael Lorenzen's another guy who's a decent deal. I don't know what he's looking for as far as how long. That's the only catch. I know he pitched pretty well for Philly last year, but those are 3 different guys. I like Clevenger and Montgomery a little more than I like Lorenzen, but Lorenzen's kind of in there, right? But if I were ranking them, I like Montgomery first, Clevenger second, and then Lorenzen third, but you only have enough money for the 2, which is why I kind of listed Montgomery and Clevenger first. But Montgomery's really close to re-signing with Texas. Right? The Chi Sox were talking about bringing Clevenger back, but they've not made a move yet. And Montgomery hasn't signed with Texas yet because the owner is the holdup. Apparently, he's not pulled the trigger and okayed the money. So if Crane wanted to, he could go, hey, like if you look at Spot Track right now, right? Let's take a gander over here at Spot Track and just see. And both of these cats are free agents. And you will see, look at your little screeny screen there. Let me zoom out here. You can see on your screen that Mike Clevenger, according to market value at least, Mike Clevenger's... Dadgummit. Clevenger's market value is around 13 mil. Jordan Montgomery's market value is 18. Well, guess what? If you add all that up, that's 31 million a year. Guess how much Snell just signed for? 31 million a year for 2 years, which is what I say. You guess what this team, this Astros team really needs right now? Arms. It's like somebody said, you're going into this season with Belak and a bunch of guys where you're like, oh shit, this is not good. Aren't it's just name after name that's just going down. And if you could add these two cats, now again, these are not world beaters. These are guys who, yeah, they're going to go out and win you 9 games or 10 games, and they're going to lose you 8, 9, or 10 games. But that's okay. That's okay. Because you just need these guys to get you to August. That's it. You don't need them to go out and win Cy Youngs. You just don't need them to go out and go 4-15 on the season. You don't need them to go out and have a 7 ERA. Flimsy Cherry said Clevenger might not be a world beater, but he is a woman beater. Is he? I don't know the story behind that. I don't know. I really don't know this. I didn't know this. I wouldn't be talking about him if he was. I have no idea what this is about. Don't like using my own players. What? Why isn't Adolis your team captain? Bring back Charlie Morton. Oh shit, no. Charlie Morton's 800 years old now. I did see Zach Greinke's a free agent still too. There's Odo. He's out there. I'll have to look up the Clevenger thing. That's not good. So yeah, but that was the idea, right? Oh, there's Greinke right there. Market value of 10 mil. Some public creep stories about Clevenger out there. Oh, I got to look that up. Yeah, that's not good. But the point is, yeah, but see, you're not really looking for an innings eater. I mean, that's a Belak kind of guy, right? What you're looking for is you're looking to add quality arms that fill the 3-4 slot. You're not looking to add a guy that's gonna, you don't want to add just to add. If you're looking to add Blake Snell, the consolation isn't to just add an arm and spend money. Shit, you can go to the minors and get those guys. I mean, Montgomery and Clevenger give you actual legitimate big league success, right? I mean, if you look at Clevenger statistically, how do you get to their stats on this bullshit? That's going to be damn near impossible. Maybe is it on their market value page? No. Son of a bitch. It's not working. But, it's all froze up on me now. Damn it, my system's locked up on me. I was trying to get to their stats, but I mean, they have decent numbers. I guess I could pull up their baseball reference. Let's see. Clevenger. Just baseball reference. Here's Clevenger's baseball reference. So like last year, Clevenger went 9-9, 3.77 ERA, started 24 games. I mean, that's, 9-9 is not bad. I mean, that's the White Sox. They weren't a great team. And I think he had a pretty decent WAR, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. He had I think he had his pitching WAR was like a 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. Not terrible at all. 3.3. So, I mean, last year, he made $8 million? Yeah. I mean, look, that dog will hunt, as they say. That dog will hunt. And the same would be true for like a Jordan Montgomery, right? Let's see. Okay. go out and get a Jordan Montgomery per se. And there you go. He's 11 games. He was, no, that must be playoffs. What the hell? What the frick? He was more than 4-2. What have I done? What the heck? I must be looking at it wrong. 11 games. Shit, I can't find it now. Shit. I thought he had. Yeah, he was 4-2. Let's see. There it is. 2.79 ERA, 4-2 in 11 games. I thought he pitched in more than that. Oh well. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, that's a significant add too. So that makes you better with both of those guys. So, but that's what you want to add, not just a guy, right? And to Shock's point, even if you go grab the guy from Philly, what's his name? Damn it. Shock, what the fuck was his name? I can't think of it now. Lorenzen. Syndergaard's hurt, but these are some of the names, and I don't think Cueto, he's too much of he's too old now. But those are adding guys like Montgomery and Clevenger and Lorenzen. That's a good move if you're going to spend the money. I told Dallas, I just checked with Montgomery. He said, no, thank you. If you're going to spend the money, if you're not going to go out and get a Blake Snell. So, I don't know. I can see it done. I wouldn't mind it. I think that would be wise money, but I don't think the Astros are going to do something like that. They're either going to spend the money on a Snell, make the splash, or just sit tight and see what they can, see how they do. Now, I was looking to see what, let's see. I was trying to find Clevenger. Clevenger. What am I looking for? Clevenger news? What am I looking for? What's the deal with this dude? Oh well, I'll look for it later. We still got plenty of shit to get to. Last thing on this list that I wanted to bring up. He did what? BOD bracket info chat. Oh, that's on the Discord. Yeah, so if you're a member of the Patreon, you can join the Barry on Deck bracket challenge. It's all posted in the Discord. That is invite only for our Patreon members. I don't know what the prizes will be just yet, but we will have prizes, probably some cash, Amazon gift cards, something like that. Free to join. Just hop in if you're a Patreon member. It'll be on the Discord, and I'll post it on the link. I'll post the link for you in the Patreon as well. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. All right. Cool. All right. So there's your what the hell is going on? There's sports headlines for the day. So let's I wanted to talk about this. Well, what time is it? 4:30. Hey. We got to get to some birthdays today as well. I don't want to forget those. Yes, on the Discord, Chris Reyes. We got birthdays. I'm not going to forget those. We're going to get to those as well here in just a second. But I do want to briefly discuss this Texans uniform leak. Have you guys seen these yet? Huh? Have you seen the new unis? I want to show them to you. I have opinions. Where is it? Damn it. 136. There we go. All right. This was apparently the leak of the new Texans uniforms. It's Christmas. You said it looks a lot like the Falcons unis. Chris Gary said you forgot a headline. March Madness starts in about an hour. Yeah, my bad. Shit, you're right. March Madness kicks off at 5:40. Get your brackets in. These are the play-in. Games, right? Man, let me tell you something. I don't know shit about this bracket. I went straight chalk in my Barry on Deck bracket. So this is the first time in the history of me filling out brackets that I went chalk. But literally, I have watched 2 games this year. 2. Which, as little as I watch college basketball to begin with, that's the least amount of college basketball I have ever watched since I've been in sports media, maybe ever. I mean, not just sports media, but maybe ever. 2 games. And I was like, and I ain't got time to research this shit and study it. I mean, I just came off of a 3-day bender getting ready for the Fred Faour tribute show. I was like, I looked at the Discord and was like, oh shit, games start today at 5:40. I clicked the link. I said, yes, join the Barry on Deck bracket challenge. And it goes, autofill your bracket with all the favorites. And I said, you're damn right. So there you go. I went chalk. And we all know that that's not a good strategy. That's not how you do it. So we all know there's going to be upsets. Whatever. I'm just contributing. Let's see. Games today. Shit, there's a bunch. Oh, that's all NIT bullshit. CIT. What the hell is the CIT? What is the CIT? There's a CIT bracket? There's the NIT, the CIT, the men's, West Region, first 4 at 5:40. You got Wagner. Is it Wagner? Wagner? I don't know. And Howard at 5:40. And then you've got Colorado State and Virginia at 8:10. Both of those will be airing on True TV. And then if you care, the CIT games, Texas Southern and Tarleton State, will be airing on False TV. Tomorrow, the other 2 first 4 games, you've got Grambling and Montana State at 5:40 on True TV. And then you've got Colorado and Boise State at 8:10 on True TV. And then the tourney starts. First round begins on Thursday, March 21st at 11:15 p.m. And folks, should I even do a fucking show? I just don't even know. I really don't think anybody's going to be watching this show. I don't even know if I should do a Barry on Deck. I mean, it's just going to be, nobody's going to give a shit. I go live at 2 o'clock and Morehead State and Illinois start at 2:10. North Carolina is going to be playing whoever at 1:45. It's just like Arizona will have already started playing. It's almost, I need to go back and look at last year. I might have been doing sidecasting, but I don't think anybody's going to be watching this show. Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to be watching this show, and I'll be on it. I'll be like, anyways, so, oh my God, yeah, that. What? I don't know. What is this? No, not the Clit Invitational. That was so funny. I was asking AJ for facts. He was like, he worked at Clit. It's like, what in the hell? What in the hell? Clit Invitational. All right, so let's talk about these uniforms for the Texans. They do, whoever said it, you're right. They kind of do have a Falcons vibe to them. You know what I mean? Like, they do have this kind of Falcons-ish look. I don't know so much about that font. I'm not sold on the font. It's got like I saw somebody say Seahawks. I don't know. Like, I want to see the logo too. It looks like there's a logo on the shoulder, like a bull logo. That's a real deep navy. Is that black or is that like a deep navy? Shock says USFL stuff. I mean, look, let's not be haters. You guys are being haters. And, you know, Tater's going to take, okay? Tater's going to take. But I'm going to tell you this. For the love of everything holy, it's about time they updated their damn uniforms. It was getting old as shit. As far as uniforms and logos and color schemes, their shit was the GeoCities websites of uniforms and color schemes, okay? It was about damn time. Exactly, Joe Pro. I'm so glad they have moved away from that knockoff, rip-off, bullshit, Patriots of the South, wannabe ass color scheme. Fine. So the shit looks like hey, create your own uniform shit in Madden. I don't care. I don't care. It kind of, you know what it reminds me of? Everybody's saying like, oh, it's the Falcons. Oh, it's the whatever. You know what it really reminds me of? New Jersey Devils logo. I don't know why. It's kind of got that little pointy, curly, humpy thing in it. They don't look like Atlanta. I don't know why that reminds you of Atlanta, because it's navy and red. Atlanta's black and red. That's navy. Font is terrible. It's the font for the letters, the numbers, not the letters. Hey, what's up, Ryan? I told y'all we were global. Ryan, I was telling everybody at the start of the show, we are a global organization on this damn show. People don't believe that Barry on Deck is worldwide. I told them we got viewers and listeners all over this damn globe. They don't believe me, Ryan. I told them we got people all over. I said right now, halfway across this globe, there's a guy named Ryan eating shepherd's pie thinking, man, maybe later I'll sit down and see what Barry's big damn deck is doing. Appreciate you, Ryan. Ryan said Barry is a legend here in Scotland. Yeah. Perry said, the fuck are you looking at? That's Atlanta uniforms. No, it's not. It looks black to me. It does. No, it's not. That's not black. Okay. God damn it. You're going to make me do this? Houston Texans uniform lake. Kron said, how about a real photo? Texans debut uniform after leak. Open image in a new tab. Open image in a new tab. I'm gonna make you so sad when I open an image in a new tab. You're a hoe, you're a hoe. All you bitches is a hoe. I'm just singing songs. Look at me making up songs, you dirty bitches. Huh? Look at this. Look at this. You dumb bitches. Look at this. How's that look? Go ahead. Get in there. Get in there. It's navy. They're not changing their colors. They're still deep, still blue. They're still battle red. They're still Liberty white. Dumbasses. They didn't go and change to the Falcons colors. They're not just, oh, let's go be something else. What are you thinking, folks? They changed the font. That one looks weird. That 2 looks kind of crazy. That 2 looks goofy as shit. Ryan, my mother is great. It's a little weird you ask about her. It's a little unnerving that you're obsessed with my mom, Ryan. You never ask about me, Ryan. Only my mom. I'm just fucking with you, Ryan. They look like college uniforms. Not really, Go Pack. You think so? I mean, look, I wish I could, I can't really zoom in because when I zoom in, with the browser, it zooms out. Oh, maybe not. So, yeah, so that's navy, not black. I wish they would have gone with another color other than navy for the helmet. We can see kind of the whoosh thing. They still went with the same ass lettering on the Houston. It looks like they went same logo on the helmet. I really wish they would change the logo of the bull. That one really bothered me. The font is weird to me. I think they tried to go modern-ish. I don't know what this would be called. Modern pointy? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what font this is. But somebody said, is he in an abandoned house? Yeah. This is the Texans. You've got home and road. Yeah, the Texans now, they don't play in NRG Stadium. They play in a trap house. And yeah. And we had a server error. Well, thanks a lot, Reddit. So, yeah, the Texans play in a trap house. And, yeah, there it is right there. But, yeah, it looks a lot different than this photo. But, see, even this, you can now, does it look more navy for y'all now? Does it look more navy? Less black? And everyone can shut up about the Falcons? Jesus. Come on, folks. Lock it up. Get your shit together. It's definitely navy. I like the little swooshes right here. That's kind of dope. I don't mind this 3. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's not the worst in the world. That reminds me of the New Jersey Devils a little bit. I want to see the logo on the side of the helmet. I really do. That 2 is very weird though. The 2 is awkward and I still can't see the logo. All of that said, I'm very disappointed. Chris said, quit stopping the scroll on that dude's Peter. How about quit looking at that dude's Peter, Chris? How about that? No one has said, no one, and not a single person has said you had to look at that man's Peter. There was plenty of other things on the screen you could have looked at. Oh, helmet logo and reflection looks the same. Oh, I didn't even think to look in the damn mirror. Maybe because I am stupid. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Kinda, but not really. A little bit. Every time I ask about you, you reply saying your wood is hard. That's hilarious. The 2 looks like the Seahawks logo. A little bit. A little bit. That's a very weird font. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you, sir. Oh my God, I'm not talking about the colors. It's the design. Okay. They share a home stadium with the Angels. What? Uniforms don't matter as long as we never lose the Clay Walker song. Shut up, Chris. Vipe magazine picks. That's hilarious. Here's the thing. I dig the fact that they're changing it. I'm glad they're doing that. I like that they're trying to modernize it a little bit. I do like that. What I really, really wanted and what I really had hoped, and, they even teased it by saying, we think the fans of H-Town are really going to love what we're working on. And when you say it like that, and that was me kind of paraphrasing, but that was what PR was saying. We think they're really going to love what we're cooking up. It kind of felt like they were implying a throwback to the old Oiler days in some form or fashion. I mean, yeah, we're not going to get Columbia blue, but maybe we were going to get close. Maybe we're going to get a sky blue, a powder blue, I don't know. Something close. I mean, it's really nothing. Hey, Peter Files, thank you for the follow. I mean, we got none of that. We got none of that. Hey, and Amos, my bad, bro. Thank you for resubscribing for 12 months. And Joe Pro, thank you for the 7 bits. And y'all, thank you for the level 3 hype train. Appreciate everybody. I got to fix these alerts. They're all jacked up. Go ahead and give them their participation ribbon. Damn you, Sean. Oh, hating ass Sean. This could also have been leaked to gauge the public thought. If enough people trash it, you may see a different option. True. Columbus blue. Yeah, that's true. It could not have been Columbia blue, but it could have been it could have been Columbia like the Columbia Jacket Company. It's not Columbia blue, it's members only blue. Like what? But something that harkens back to. That's none of that. I like it. These are legit. Cal's Reddit account posted it. Cal has a Reddit account? Really? That's hilarious. Argentina blue. Yeah, something, right? Even if you called it baby blue. Beaumont blue. Yeah. Elvis blue. Something. Shit, I don't know. Oh, you know what they should have done? Bro, they should name all the colors after old Oilers. Oh, yes. They could have done Bum Blue, Earl Red, and Warren White. Oh, Moon White. What? Bro, there's an M and a W. They don't work. You got to go Warren White. Warren Moon White. What are you doing, bro? What? Warren Blue Moon? What? Why you got to have 15 names in it? Cisco? Warren Blue. Bro, this is not Chris Berman calling a touchdown. Warren once in a blue moon. Blue. What? Hello, Earl Campbell Sausage Brown. What? Bro, what are we doing? Y'all just let me handle this. Love you, Blue. Oh, bro. Shock is smart. I do like that. Because, it was always Columbia Blue. Love you, Blue. That's genius, Shock. If you had said it was Cal's MySpace, I would have believed you. That's funny. Milo could just call it Whitey. That's fantastic. All right, folks, raise a glass. We got to do this before this show is over. It's over. And then I have to show you what might be perhaps the finest moment in Spanish television and Star Wars history. Yes, I have it for you. It is fantastic. It is something that only Mexican television, I think it was, could pull off. I have it for you. You don't want to miss it. Oh, Titan Hugo. White shoes white. Bro. Love you, Blue. White shoes white. Oh my God. We're killing it, guys. So what's the red? I think we just go period red. No, that's probably not going to do. Yeah, that probably wouldn't work. Buddy Ryan red? No, that was a bad period in Oilers history. Oh shit. What could be the red? see. Jack Pardee. Run and shoot red. Oh, nailed it. Run and shoot red. Love you blue. White shoes white. We nailed it, guys. Hey, Cal McNair, call me. Damn it, Titan Hugo. We were doing so good, and then you posted whatever the hell stupid ass thing that was. That was awful. What was that? That's the second dumbest thing posted in this chat. You're lucky Total Dallas could type. Stupid ass. All right. We got birthdays. I don't know where my shot glass is. Let me get some drink. Let's wish some happy birthdays to people. Let's go. Ooh, Renfro Red's pretty good. I like Run and Shoot Red. Cherry Red. Nice try, Flimsy Cherry. Damn attention whore. Renfro Red's pretty good. He just wasn't like, I mean, I remember it. Because he was in. He was in. G-Man! I know where you at, brother. But may your spreadsheets be accurate. And may all your rows be aligned correctly, sir. Thanks for being a member of the Patreon, and I hope you have a fantastic birthday, my friend. Here's to you, buddy. I hope you get roadhead or a hand job or whatever it is you're into. And knowing you, G-Man, and how nerdy you are, you probably come up with a formula that ends up calculating 80085. Oops. Happy birthday, buddy. And we got one more. Oh, we got one more. Don't you go anywhere. My dog. My boy. Patrick Randall. P. Randizzle, homie. I know you're not here. I know you're out there working. Delivering plants and flowers to the people. P. Randizzle's the man. Been very supportive of me and of this show and of the people involved in this show. I appreciate him kindly. I hope he has a fantastic, fun. Oh, damn, it got loud. Fantastic and fun birthday. He's a cool ass dude as well. My dog, P. Randizzle. Love you, buddy. Hope you're well. Oh shit, that's too low. That don't sound like a party. All my best, my friend. Stay busy. Stay lovely. Also, you know, I hope you get a hand job and some roadhead by a plant. You know, like a little Venus flytrap action going. It's whatever. Love you, buddy. Cheers to both of you guys, man. Happy birthday. All my best. Salud. Ah! Delicious. Ah. Woo! Happy birthday, boys! Oh, is Patrick Randall 40? He don't look a day over 39. Look at him. Shock says, can we just market different Houston football themed Kool-Aid names? That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Kind of like when they did hip hop chips. Not a bad idea at all. Happy birthday, boys! Hey, we did it. We got it in time. Thank you. Thank you. 40 years young for P. Randizzle. I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned. All right. Ladies and gentlefish, I believe we have come to the end of the show. That concludes this rendition of Barry on Deck. For today, sir. Thank you guys for hanging out. I didn't get to everything I wanted to get to today, but that's okay. We did get to the Texans uniform, so that's good. Enjoy the basketball if you watch it tonight. I shan't be. I don't know what I'm going to do. We did talk about Snell. We got that. Got the birthdays. Damn. Only thing we didn't get to was Black Dick and Dunks. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, man. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a fantastic evening, and I will see you all tomorrow, I hope. Hey, thank you, Flimsy Cherry and Flip and Brian Pettit. Appreciate you, buddy. Good to see you again. Hey, Seuss, love you, man. Uriel, Joel, thank you guys so much. I will see everybody tomorrow. Until then, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Bye. I don't even know who we should rate. Oh, Apollo's on. Apollo's playing MLB The Show. Y'all want to go watch? Is that Dez playing? I think my boy Dez is playing MLB The Show. Let's go. I think it is. Yeah, let's go rate Dez. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to say what's up to Dez. Whatever. I know I'm trying to build up shit with the raids, but I'm just going to kill it anyways. Let's go raid Dez. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Making a YouTube video!